Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's Lowdown. The subject matter for this week is having fun playing winter golf. So let me first of all address all my members in Florida, Arizona, Palm Springs, California. You're going to watch this video and I think you're going to be a little jealous. Jealous of the fact that we're out here playing golf in the cold and the conditions, and we have some unique ways to play shots that you won't have out there in your 70 degree perfect weather. So let's get to it. A couple weeks ago we were out here playing golf. Seems like the last few Sundays have been real nice, and there was a lot of snow and ice on the greens. We still had 40, 50, 60 players playing. A lot of snow and ice on the greens, a lot of snow in the bunkers. So this time of year, when you can't even really enter your score in the computer because the KCGA doesn't allow us to enter scores in the computer, and we have snow and ice out there, it's really not so much about playing ideal golf and recording a score. It's just more about getting out there and having fun. And so we're going to talk a little bit about today about some fun shots you can hit when you're on the golf course playing in the wintertime. So I'm over here by 12 tee boxes. Jay hits his drive over here now and then off of 11 tee. And Jay wants to get back and play over to 11 fairway over there. Now the simple way to do this shot is to take a 9-iron pitching wedge, well maybe a 7-iron for Jay, and hit his shot over this pond and back into the fairway. But there's just not a whole lot of fun in that. So today we're going to talk about how to play a little ice golf, how to get this ball across this pond two different ways. Now the first way, and the easiest way, is to skip this ball across this pond. Okay, so I have a 4-iron in my hand, and we're going to talk about the techniques I use to skip this ball across the pond. But understand, number one, you have to pick the right ending zone. So over here to the right here, this front of the bunker, nice where the pond meets the fairway is almost level. To my left, you see the bunker and you see a high brick wall. There's no way I can skip that ball across the pond there. When it hits the other side, it's going to hit right into that rock wall, and that won't be any good at all. So the very first thing you have to do is be smart about where you're trying to do this shot. Secondly, if I want to hit a shot low, I'm grabbing a low lofted club 4-iron. I'm going to put my hands in front of the ball, in front of the club head at address. And I'm going to make sure that I take a nice shallow swing. Shallow means the club is gliding close to the ground the whole time. A lot of people assume trying to hit the ball low, you want to lift up and punch down. The greater the difference between the angle of attack and the loft of the club, the more spin and the more loft you end up getting. So if you come in nice and shallow with your hands in front to de-loft the club, you actually create a lower shot doing that. Okay, so I'm going to go right over here. Get my hands in front of the ball. My weight's a little forward too. I'm going to try to be nice and shallow for this shot. 1 hop, 2 hops, right over into the fairway. How about that? Jay, I don't know if that comes up well on video, but just verify for me, will you?
Verified.
Verified, right in the middle of the
Two
fairway.
bounces on the ice, center cut.
Center cut. So again, weight forward, hands forward, nice shallow angle of attack. Uh-oh. Hit that a little left.
Oh.
Hit it left where that ridge is a little higher and it got stuck in that bank right there. So you gotta hit them straight, and you gotta get the ball to exit the pond in the right spot. Now the second shot we're going to talk about is a little bit more difficult shot, but I think a little bit more fun too. So in this situation, I'm going to grab a different club here. But in this situation, I want to challenge myself. I want to hit the ball over this pond where the bank is high. Okay, so how can I do that? Well, what I'm going to try to do, instead of skipping this ball low across this pond, I'm going to try to create a situation where I hit a higher lofted shot, takes a big hop, and lands up over on the other side of the fairway. Now, in order to do that, one, I'm going to use a high lofted club, so I grab my pitching wedge. But probably the most important thing here is I have to know my distance number. Okay, if I hit this ball, and let's say the rock wall is right there, and I hit it in the middle of the pond, it may take a nice high bounce, but it's not going to one-hop onto the fairway because I hit it too short. So it's probably the most important piece of equipment that I have available to me is my Bushnell rangefinder. So I'm going to laser that rock wall, and that comes up to 119 yards away. Okay, now, the important thing here is a Bushnell rangefinder. If you use those laser links, there's no prism over there on a rock wall, so you get your distance. So you want to use the Bushnell. So John Novosel Jr., if you're watching, I'm giving you a shameless plug here. And that's okay, because I like free stuff, John, so if I get one of the new ones or I get some sunglasses, that'd be great too. Alright, so 119 yards, got a high lofted club. I want to land this ball about 105 to 110. If I land in the 105 to 110 zone, it's going to take a nice hop for me. Go up and hit one of those Canadian geese up there, okay? We get two things from Canada. We get Canadian geese who do their business on the golf course, and we get Justin Bieber who does his business too. So anyway, 105, 110 yards, high in the air. Light blade right there. Oh no, way short, way short, way short. Got to do it again. I should have been more prepared and had the balls ready for me. Got to get on this thing here. That's looking better. Got to get out of your camera away. One big hop. Fairway. How about
In
that
play.
action? That's awesome. All right, we'll see you next week on the lowdown. Hopefully get a little more serious, but enjoy.